Hello guys, it's me, Nikki. What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Hello guys, so for today's video, it is one of my most requested videos ever. Ever since Jeffree Star released his Blue Blood collection, my inbox, my tweets, my messages, my comments have been filled with people asking me to do either a look with it, a review on it, or just a playtime video with it. And you guys know that I am such a makeup junkie that I just had to do this video. And Jeffree and I are okay. We are totally fine. Did we have an issue in the past? Absolutely. Did we resolve that as grown-ups and actually are good with each other now? Absolutely. So here I am today on my channel playing with the Blue Blood collection. I ordered the palette. I ordered the Velour liquid lipstick minis. So today it's up to me to have a little bit of fun, play with this. Blue is actually one of my most hated colors in makeup along with green. And since I have grayish blue eyes, careful, she has blue eyes. I've always had blue eyes. Sorry. So I never really go for blue because I feel like it kind of tones down everything in my face. But today I'm up for a challenge. I am up to play with the Blue Blood collection and see how I like it, if I like it. Now, I'm gonna be really honest with you, I haven't dipped into a Jeffree Star eyeshadow product in a long time, so it's gonna be very fun to see how his formula has changed, how everything has come along. So yeah, as the true makeup junkie that I am, today I'm playing with some blues, baby. All right, so since I want to be having a true Jeffree Star moment, I am blocking out my brows and I'm doing a no brows makeup look today. I've never really done a fashion like beauty no brow makeup look. I've always done it for like Halloween, but never like no brows. So this is gonna be a change because I really like my brows when I do them, and this is gonna be different. I already went ahead and blocked them out with glue off camera to save some time, and now it is time for the transformation. For primer today, I'm using this one right here. This is by Smith & Cult. This is the Glow Brite Radiance Boosting Primer. Boosting. All right, now it's time for a full coverage glam. So I've been really loving this one by The Ordinary. This is called Coverage Foundation, and I'm in the color 1.1N. Oh, yes, I'll be your blank canvas today, honey. Who of you have seen the brand new Game of Thrones episode, the final season? I was shocked because when I did my Urban Decay Game of Thrones review video, in the poll, like 67% of you don't watch this show, and I'm like, you're missing out. I'm wondering if because of my video, people have started watching Game of Thrones. If not, why aren't you watching it? But I just wanna know, what are your first thoughts on that first episode of the final season? Goodbye, my brows. Goodbye, my friends. All right, then for concealer, I need a double duty. I need all the coverage I can get because I want this to be a full coverage moment. And like every video, but I also want to make sure that my brows are completely gone. One concealer I've been loving for that is by Marc Jacobs. This is called the Accomplice, and the color Fair 16 has been a dream because it has a little bit of peachy warmth going on in it. So this canceled out any grayness, any darkness. So I'm just gonna pop that over my brows. It is so creamy. It is so full coverage. But I'm also gonna do a little bit right here for more brightness on the face, a little bit on the nose. And then under my eyes, of course, the Avengers. What? And then under my eyes, of course, the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer in Chiffon. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I look like a worm. And of course, using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in butter, I am gonna set and bake the face. All right, time to finally dip into the Blue Blood palette, but first we have to Optimus Prime. The first color I'm dipping into is Blue Monday, and with this I'm going to start the structure of my eyes. Picking that up on a small defined blender brush and placing the color in the shape that I like it to. And today, since we're doing a bit of drag, we're winging it out. I cannot get over the fact how crazy it looks to have no brows. Like, I already have a 10 head, but without brows, it's about a 15 head. But hey, we're living for the fantasy. All right, so right off the bat, I see that this shade has a lot of pigment. And if you look at my under eyes, there is no fallout, so this is a great start. Okay, time for our next shade. Time for Blue Blood. Picking that up on a Morphe M562 brush and placing it right next to Blue Monday to sort of start diffusing it. Now, I am personally loving how this shade applies. It just blends in with that Blue Monday shade like butter. Now, of course, with all my eye looks, they look like total trash until I put lashes on, or just at least until I start really blending it all out. This just for me is placing the colors, seeing where I want to go with it, and seeing if I have a lot of fallout and if they blend nicely. And so far, no fallout. They're blending nicely, and good start. And if you are following along and doing this sort of drag inspired look, don't be afraid to take this bad boy out and give yourself that drama. All right, now on a bigger blending brush, I'm dipping into I'm Cold, and I'm starting to add more structure to the very bald looking eye. So I literally take that color and start giving the front of my non-existent brow some love. Just start diffusing that color in there, and then we're also going to swoop this into the brow that is now our crease. So you kind of want to see it as the bottom of the brow now being our crease. This is just going to ground the look a bit more. So by adding all these blue tones, we kind of lost that royal blue color here. So let's intensify that and work on that wing. You know, for how hard of a color blue shadow is to blend, I'm having such an easy time just making these mash together and making them look nice and seamless. All right, time for probably my favorite shade out of the entire palette, the highlighter shade at the top. And with this, I'm just going to blow up that inner corner with a hefty amount of shine. All right, and then once I have it on the inner corner, I'm gonna drag it onto this bare part here, and this is gonna act as our lid. Boom. Oh, I love this. It ties it all together. All right, time to turn up the extra even more, and we're highlighting right above the brow here. Oh my God, I love this. I mean, come on, Frosted Elsa. Look, we are playing it up for Frozen 2. Now, also included in this collection are the Velour liquid lipstick minis. And I really like this one. This one is called Blue Velvet, and I'm gonna use this as an eyeliner to extend that inner corner. All right, then it's time to dip into Undertaker. And with this, I'm gonna create a new lower lash line, so leave a little gap away from your actual lower lash line and get that drag, honey. And then just using the colors of the crease, I'm just gonna smoke that out a bit more. You can already see like that pigment, it's like there. All right, and then using another mini liquid lipstick in a Drug Lord, I'm just going to define that open gap. All right, drag it is. So I'm quickly gonna pop on some lashes and I'll be right back. All right, once you have added the lashes, you are looking crazy, but fashionably crazy. I'm just gonna add a couple of diamonds to the eye because this is a Jeffree Star video and he's always surrounded by diamonds. So let's just do that real quick. Now that I officially have a 15 head, I have to bronze to kind of, you know, tone it down a bit. For bronzer today, I'm using the Fenty Beauty one in Private Island. It's a bit warmer than I would usually go, but I really love the tone on me. So I'm just gonna start brushing that in to just give my face more definition because the makeup gods know I need it. And that brings me to the next subject. I just want to say thank you for requesting this video. You know, so much stuff in the world is going on that is just so horrific, and feuds and friendship fights all are part of life. But I think it's so fascinating and amazing to see that people can communicate and really talk about their issues and resolve them. And I feel like that is something that Jeffree and I did too. Last year was an incredibly tough year for me, losing my little brother and it being like one of the most hectic years of my life. Like, I just think it's amazing to see that maybe if you are having a fight with one of your longtime friends and things just look like they will never be right again, give each other that distance, give each other time. And time really is the magic thing here, because it gives you time to grow up. It gives you time to think about what happened, put it into perspective. Where does it line up in all other shitty things in my life? And then you notice that, you know, what really were we doing at that point? And I think with good communication and words, a lot of things can be resolved. For blush, I definitely want to be using a peach because blues and peaches are just a dream together. So this one here is by Flower Beauty. This is the Flower Pots Powder Blush in Peach Primrose. Yes, 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 yes. Who of you have been watching RuPaul's Drag Race season 11? Who are your favorites? Now, I haven't been really caught up with it, but I keep an eye out on it on Instagram. And my favorites so far are Plastique Tiara and Brooklyn Heights. And I am just waiting. I'm praying for the day that I can be a judge at RuPaul's Drag Race. I've been watching it since season 1. I've been a long time, intense fan. Hell, I even did a Drag Race face series on my channel before. So this entire like drag look brings me back and I'm like, oh, yes, drag. I kind of want to do this more often. For highlighter, I want to go in with my true obsession at the moment. This highlighter by Fenty Beauty called Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. It's just right, you know? You know when things are right? This is right. This is like the highlighter at the moment. I love. Oh, and if you were about to click out of this video, you might want to wait for a second because we still have Dutch Word of the Day coming up, as well as a giveaway. You don't want to go. All right, for lips, my absolute favorite out of all the minis is Titanic. It is like a shimmering, dark royal blue, and oh, I just need it on my lips right now. Or Abused. That could be a look. I think this would be stronger though, so I'm gonna go for Abused. This is like the blue makeup challenge. Hello? Okay guys, and that is my look playing with the Blue Blood palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, as well as the liquid lipstick minis. Now, would this look have been a lot more wearable if I actually had brows on? Yes, but we're talking Jeffree Star here, the king of not having any brows. And I just wanted to play around with that. I kind of look crazy. The no brow life is not the life for NikkieTutorials over here. But you know, that is the fun of makeup, that you can completely change up your face in just a couple of steps and look like a completely different person. I definitely had so much fun playing around with this collection. And when I look at the palette, I think there's a vast improvement of Jeffree's first palette compared to this Blue Blood one. I feel like the formula is absolutely on point. Everything is so pigmented. Everything blends so easily and like a dream. My only concern is, I have two. My one concern is that even though the packaging is literally to die for, you know, to die for, get it? Get it? It's a casket, get it? Even though the packaging is literally to die for, it is a bit bulky, which makes it difficult to travel with because it takes up a lot of space in that suitcase. Now, if that isn't a problem to you, if you have room for palettes upon palettes upon palettes, then that is not an issue at all. My only other concern is, even though the shadows are so rich, so pigmented, there's nothing bad to say about this formula, the shadows in and of itself, but my only concern is that this is a blue palette. palette, and blue is not an everyday color. I don't see a lot of people wearing a lot of blue every single day to work or wherever they go. So this is one of those palettes that you take a night in at home and you completely indulge yourself in your makeup, and you play around with colors and you play around with blue tones. Now, of course, this palette does have a couple of neutral tones here, here, and here, which make for a beautiful everyday look. But in and of itself, this entire palette is very blue. And if blue is not your color, this is not your palette. Has nothing to do with the formula. It is just personal preference. I mean, I had a great time playing with this palette, but I know that I'm not gonna gravitate towards it as much as a neutral palette because I wear neutrals on a daily basis and not blue. So I hope that you kind of get where I'm coming from. As for today's giveaway and Dutch word of the day. Of course, in my last video, the Dutch word of the day was for singer, and that was zangeres. As for today's Dutch word of the day, when you think of star, you think of the universe. So today's Dutch word of the day is for universe. Heelal. Hey. Lol. You are the brightest star in this heelal. As always, if you want to be featured in my next video, all you have to do is leave a comment down below featuring the Dutch word of the day, or leave a video response on Instagram under the hashtag Dutch word of the day. And today, it can be even more fun because if you do so, if you leave a comment down below featuring the Dutch word of the day, like this video, and of course please subscribe to my channel, I am giving away one of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blue Blood lip sets. So this contains the Velour liquid lipstick minis. I bought an extra one and I'm giving one set away to a lucky glow baby out there. So if you want to enter, all you have to do is comment down below, Dutch word of the day, like this video, and of course be subscribed to my channel. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun. Let's all celebrate makeup and be team makeup. And yeah, I had so much fun playing around with this collection today, and hopefully you enjoyed it too. And hopefully I will see you guys on the next one too. All right, guys, bye-bye.